What do you do if you have a potty mouth parrot? Hi, I'm Kaylin, the author of the Parrot Bliss Bond. Today I have my Tesla here, my male cape, and my golden conure Binks. Now, Binks isn't going to be a real big talker. Golden conures do say some words, but Tesla here, he could pick up some words. Similar to an African gray, supposedly he can have a pretty good vocabulary. Not similar to an African gray, he will always sound more like a bird, and an African gray, of course, will have more of a human voice, an ability to mimic a human voice. Hi, Tessie. Blew some feathers off of him or some dander. Oh, look, you have some ducks visiting us out back. I see. What do you do if your feathered friend talks and has a potty mouth? Because, some people train their parrots that way. Gentle, gentle. And some people think it's funny. Unfortunately, the problem with teaching your parrot curse words is there is an intent in a word. There's a certain definition, a certain connotation. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but children and adults, when they're learning new vocabulary words, they don't necessarily learn them by going to the dictionary and looking them up. They really learn them by the context, the intonation, the energetic weight of a word, really sort of like how it's delivered and what its impact is. That means that if your parrot has been taught, curse words, or if you're teaching your parrot curse words, you might want to have that awareness that it really carries a certain, not maybe like funniness because the parrot's cursing, but it really carries a certain energetic weight to it. An energetic weight that has positive and negative effects, or really auspicious or detrimental energies that do accompany that word. Research has been done, and I can't point to it specifically, but I think that you could see it for yourself in your own life. Research has been done to show that words like love, joy, fun, there are words that are uplifting and that can raise a person's frequency. It's like words can sort of sprinkle a little magic pixie dust and make you feel better. If you hear happy, happy, joy, joy all day long, it's going to not necessarily make you super happy and joyful, but it will uplift you just a little. On the other hand, if you hear curse words, curse, curse, curse all day long, if your parrot sits there saying something like, I hate you all day long, it is going to have an impact on you, and it is going to be the opposite of the pixie dust. It's going to be anti-pixie dust, and it is going to lower you just a little. After all, some of what we hear affects us at a subconscious level. Some of what we see and feel nibbles at us on our fingers and our faces. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it goes. Now, what happens with parrots is when they say something, and these guys don't talk, so I can't really illustrate it, and you're like, oh my God, that's so funny, cute bird, great bird, good boy. They are receiving positive reinforcement, and they're more likely to repeat it. I have a similar example for you. My yellow-naped Amazon came to me saying, what's the matter? And I really didn't like that because it really insinuates that something's wrong. So I kept trying to override it with what's wonderful. Now, she's never really copied me and said what's wonderful, but because I don't focus on her saying what's the matter, she almost doesn't say it anymore. Sometimes she'll do the Peter Pan, huck-a-doodle-doo. And when she does that, I go, oh, Lorenza, that's my favorite. And that's the one she's more likely to repeat. And she's more likely to repeat when she really wants my attention. My point, if there's something you don't want your parrot to continue to use, energetically back away from it. In other words, if you go, that's actually giving it attention, and your parrot will continue. On the other hand, if you just kind of ignore it, or I was switching gears, what's wonderful, then you are more likely to get your parrot to kind of focus on something else, because they're more likely to focus on something that you are giving them attention for. So when your parrot is saying something that you prefer or doing something you prefer and not cursing, really give them attention at that point. Like, I got one biting and one being so good. Hi, Jesse, you're being so sweet. You're such a calm, wonderful boy, aren't you? You're such a great parrot. Yes, you are. So I'm just not necessarily reprimanding my golden for biting me, but I'm really focusing over here. And that's where a lot of the attention tends to go from everybody, him, me, and him. So just find something to replace it with. I don't know, like what? Blueberries? Barnacles? When my daughter was young, instead of cursing, I would say barnacles. So, but find whatever works for you. And number one, kind of like just look away when they're saying, I just did a video on how loud he is. That was loud. He's never loud. Oh, he's very rarely loud. Ah! And you know what it is? His buddy's calling him. Do you want to go over to Tico? You want to fly in the house and go to Tico? No? So number one, kind of look away. Take your focus elsewhere when they're cursing. And or number two, give them a replacement. Make sure that you are positively reinforcing either other words that you really prefer, that you're putting another word forward, although kind of trying to just scrunch their curse word with another word won't exactly work, but just singing about a different word, you know, diverting the attention can work. And that way, number two, you're diverting the attention, and number three, you're replacing it hopefully with words that you want to hear. Because if you have a parrot that talks, you know that a parrot talking is really awesome, it's fun, it's amazing, it's incredible, and it can be really annoying when they do it again and again and again and again. So no doubt, if your parrot's cursing, that might not be so fun. Thank you so much for joining us in this video. If you have any questions about parrots, please be sure to post below. And please be sure to subscribe and share the video, because we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. And we will catch you next time.